clearly, Dr. Kemi.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Freeze. There's a lot we have to talk about. And I think the young people they need us. They need us because this stuff is serious. And I'm going after the Tinubu administration on this situation. What is going on in Nigeria now? We have to change. And it's political. I have a school on Twitter, but people on Instagram, they don't know. 2222 Media School. At 2222 Media School. I wouldn't even say what I'm doing. Everybody on Instagram, go and look at what's going on at 2222 Media School. February 2nd, 2022, last year, I started a school where I'm teaching people how to blog, how to make skits, how to monetize on YouTube, how to monetize on TikTok, Instagram, this one, that one. They pay. They start school, and I discovered I was teaching people abroad. And the people I was teaching abroad were making more money than I, the teacher, when I finished teaching them. We have a problem. Okay, we have a problem. 2222 is not drug abuse classes. It's media classes, how to blog, how to do this, how to do that. I was the first blogger in Nigeria, you know that. 1999, I started blogging in America. And I was featured as one of the top 10 pioneer bloggers. Before Uche started, in 2004, she was the next. Linda, 2007. Esabod, 2008. And Stella Dimoko. I did a piece about that, the top pioneer bloggers, female bloggers in Nigeria. Blogging is still there, but social media monetization is where the money is. People listen. So, Freeze, what happened last month was actually end of February. Instagram now sent me a notification on this Kemi Talks account. Now, remember this Kemi Talks account used to be HNN Africa in Canada. So the thing said you are eligible for monetization, subscription. I'm like, okay, let's activate it. I now activated everything, and I hooked it to my PayPal. You have to have a US address, you have to have a PayPal or any kind of bank account in the US, and I do. So I attached it, and I started. There's 40 subscribers. What I'm giving the subscribers is exclusive stuff. So for some reason, maybe it's their computers, or we discovered that I may not be in Nigeria. I may not be in America. I may be in Nigeria. So a lot of people are complaining that, what about people that travel around? Should we use VPN so we can get our benefits? Anyway, they put it back there. But I noticed the badges. Whenever I do a live video, I make money. And now I'm almost 60 Freeze. I don't feel like live videos again. Now that's what's making money for me. If I'm running adverts, the reason I don't run adverts on my pages, it's very important why I don't run adverts. The kind of adverts Nigerians want to run, okay, is full of false misrepresentation. And 2 advertisers actually said I endorse their products. And I stopped that. Because I'm advertising your service does not mean I, endorsed it. There was one company, I don't want to mention their name, but they do, fertility programs, one Kayamata. I'm like, I did not endorse your product. You just paid me money to advertise it because of my followership and my engagements. Here you get. So I got away from that. I don't like influencing things. If I don't like your product, I'm not going to influence it. You can't pay me to say, oh, I like this product. No, that's not me. So social media monetization, it's available, but many of it is blocked to us in Nigeria. What we need to do, the Tinubu administration needs to really have people appointed, Freeze, into the government who will come back and say, let us plan how young people can make money. You cut cryptocurrency, they can't make that money. Now there's monetization everywhere and they cannot make it in Nigeria. We want President-elect Tinubu to warn the social media platforms like Meta. Zuckerberg came to Nigeria as Freeze He made Buhari and everything. Freeze, have you noticed everybody in this Daddy Freezers? That's your fan. I named your fan base Daddy Freezers. The Freezers. So Daddy Freezers, have you noticed when you open your Facebook page, your personal page, have you noticed that the minute you open your personal page on Facebook, you don't even see your friends anymore? Freeze, have you noticed that? You don't see the feed with your friends' posts. What do you see? Advertisements, right? Now Blender, now this, now that. If you're not seeing advertisers, what are you seeing on your feed? You are seeing other websites that you didn't even like or click. It says suggested for you. And the gist that's coming from that website, your eyes have seen it and you want to read it. Suggested for you and advertisements. So why is Meta doing this? They are making money. Okay, Daddy Freezers, are you guys hearing me? They are making money off Africans on Facebook. Meta is making money and they're banning us from monetizing our accounts. So the Tinubu administration has to change that. And that's the first thing I'm doing once it's inaugurated. Moma throw as you do to the point one malati shaking on my lati fix it. They will have to fix it. Now, young people, you can go to my school, 2222 Media School on Twitter. Go and see what I do there. Send me a DM. Register for something. The skit makers are raking in money. Freeze, Omoru, what am I make? The skit makers.
A lot.
Guys, you know, a lot of money. And they're buying cars, houses, everything. Why are you not learning it? Freeze has been talking on this live that you can make the money. Leave this obedient, batified, fighting, drug lord. Make money. Freeze, have you seen what the Ghanaian bloggers are making?
Yes, now.
Have you seen what the kind of money the Ghanaian bloggers are? Ghana is not blocked from anything because Ghana, they don't have the hush puppy types and everything. They are making money, people. You know, through March and early April, every 20th of the month is when Facebook cut the check. I got my check now, $548 from March 20 to April 20, $548, about 300,000, like Freeze calculated it. Now, the reason why I think they monetized my account, Freeze, is because that account was open in Canada. Shall you hear me?
Yes.
And their AI discovered it. So they now say, you are eligible for now, you know, so I put it on. So what is now happening is Nigerians want to buy badges. They can't because our Naira cards are not working on the badges. You see what I'm saying? So it's the people abroad that are most likely going to buy a badge. So I have to put my live videos at the time they are awake so I can get badges. Okay, now, the same thing with Facebook. They've monetized me, but I just am lazy. Freeze, I have to do the stars thing, set it up. So that, like Freeze said, support me with stars. Even that TikTok, I've been on TikTok 6 months. I have 47,000 followers. And there's this gift they do. I don't really understand TikTok yet. But I've done live video twice, just twice in 6 months. But people are giving me that money going. You are saying, hey, I got that. Roses, everything. But TikTok is greedy, though. Their own. It used to be like, what's it? 80-20 or something. Now it's 50-50. But the best thing you guys need to do, young people, do this for me. Daddy Freezers, do this for me. Tomorrow morning, Motifoen fan base name, Freeze. Hey, tomorrow morning, open a YouTube account. Just go and open a YouTube account. When you open that YouTube account, hey, YouTube is money. You know what the skit makers are doing? When they do their skits, they post it everywhere. But the YouTube one, if you are making 1,000 views on a video, there's a certain amount of money YouTube will pay you for the 1,000 views. Like, Freeze, I went to do a video in Yoruba about Portable. Here you get. I just said, Portable kilo share no. Oh, the joke Jenny, oh, compare everywhere, left, right, and center. One hit wonder. Only one to after Zazu. I did a video for 50 minutes about Portable. I woke up the next day, it was 50,000 views. Yes, 50,000 views. And you know what, Freeze? You know the YouTube studio where you monetize. I forgot to click the dollar sign. You see what I mean? Guys, you see why Freeze is putting his mouth up? Mo lo ṣe video mo kàn lọ bú Portable for a few minutes. Mo wá gbàgbé láti tan money. Sometimes you know you did the video and you go to bed. I forgot to go to YouTube Studio to go and press the monetization sign. And it was one of those green ones, so not the orange ones, so Freeze. Green. Do you know how much money I lost? It could have more than $5,000. It could be a lot of money. So when you finish, I'm teaching that. Come and register in my school on Twitter, 2222 Media School. You will monetize that video. Now, to be able to get monetization on YouTube, guys, you need to have X amount of subscribers or a certain amount of views. You'll get it. The Nigerian skit makers are getting it. It's like there's one guy now, Timo promotes a page here. Freeze, he plays were on the street. So you get, he plays dirty like a were and everything. And then you'll be walking to see people's reaction, how people will run and everything. So it's like different things you can make. And then if you go to Freeze, you know Songotedo? You know Songotedo? Like near that shop, right? You will see a lot of skit makers making skits over there. I stopped them one day and I said, guys, you're making a skit. I'm Kemi Olunloyo, nice to meet you. They knew me. I said, are you monetizing that skit? You know what they told me? They said, we don't know how to do it. So they're just filming. You must know. So they came to teach, they came to learn from me. I helped them open AdSense accounts. Sure, you know, I help them open ads. Now, AdSense is the way YouTube will pay you. Google is the one that owns YouTube.
Yeah.
If you have AdSense, if they have AdSense account now, they can.
Not easy. I remember what I went through my own like 7 years ago.
No, when we were there, when we started YouTube, same thing.
And you have to have your address.
The address and everything. But Freeze, you know they're doing it now in Naira. You know that you didn't know. They're doing it now in Naira. You know what I did? I went to update my AdSense account, okay? Because I haven't been on YouTube for a year, but the last time I posted was 5 months ago. I'm revamping everything. Have you watched TD Jakes on his Sunday service? Have you seen his super chats? Do you watch it?
Oh, Baba, they clean out. Oh,
hey,
super chat, and I have super chat, but I've not activated.
Guess what? Freeze, guess what? Freeze, guess what? Last Saturday, they approved me for super chat. I got an email from.
My own has been approved for like 6 months. I just never. I'm going to
sorry
tomorrow.
Freeze is because we are tired. Omarewa, Mama bere super chat this week. More than Mama she skits me.
No.
Yeah, Naira skits.
On Twitter, Dr. Kemi. Talk to Twitter pages, or what's that thing called?
Spaces. The live thing. I've been telling you to come on that. Well, it's the same situation over there, Freeze. They have not monetized us in Nigeria on Spaces. When Jack Dorsey was there, you know, Twitter has their own Spaces every Friday. Like the actual Twitter handle has their own Spaces. So I was a guest. They let me talk. I was the one that recommended they start allowing us to record Spaces. Now it's happened. Elon Musk has ruined Twitter. I stopped using Twitter on the 20th, 3 days ago. They took my verification and they took my two-factor authentication. I will not pay for two-factor authentication. People can log in my account. So I changed my handle to Kemi Talks, okay? And my children will be managing it. However, I opened an account in my name, 2 followers. I'm just going to be using it to listen to Spaces. The same thing is going on with Twitter. Tinubu has to deal with that because now Elon Musk has made Twitter monetizable. Now, you can do subscriptions on Twitter now, but it's not available in Nigeria. UK, EU, and all that. My friend in UK, I said, hey, you people, you can make money. I'm teaching people abroad how to make money where they are, and they're making more money than I. But I want to teach. They are inside Nigeria. So our government needs to regulate social media, okay? They want to regulate it so that people don't abuse them. Any obedience, Daddy Freezers, Kemi Talkers, all the fan bases, don't fight on social media. Don't abuse each other. Start making money. When you start making money, we will advocate for you because I'm going after the Tinubu administration and the National Assembly on that to allow, okay, social platforms to help monetize Nigeria. They cannot do business with us if they don't monetize. Facebook especially. Facebook is so big in Africa and Nigeria. They're making money. So they need to really change it. I said this on Arise News now during the Hush Puppy interview. So Twitter, same thing. We have to deal with that. Then Instagram and Facebook, Meta, the same thing. Now, we have told the banks, freeze the banks, the Nigerian banks. They cut a lot of Naira cards offline. Please, can I tell you guys this? If you want to send stars or badges to me or Daddy Freeze, go to your bank, write a letter, okay, your name, your address. Dear First Bank, please allow my Naira card to be used on open source sites. When you do that, open source, give it to the manager. They will allow your card. That's how my son did his own. Rich KJT, when he was doing it, he hasn't been online for 1 year. I'll tell you what he's doing after the show. But Freeze, he had to do open source sites, wrote a letter to the First Bank, and they allowed this Naira card to go through. A musician that can't listen to his own music on Apple Music. Nonsense here now. So the same thing with badges. People want to buy badges and give it to us now. What American-based or abroad-based Nigerians are buying me badges? The ones in Nigeria like Mufera badge, and they can't buy. My Naira card was declined. Go to your bank and tell them to allow your card to work on open source sites, websites that are open source. When is the 25th? Is that tomorrow or today? The dollar arrives on the 25th. Freeze, you know, the dollar arrives on the 25th. Do you know what I'm talking about? Nigerian banks don't have dollars in the bank. They are printing it now in Ghana, and the dollar arrives on the 25th. So all your banks are going to have dollars beginning tomorrow. Okay, sooner or later, the currency will be in dollars. People are sending dollars when there was no Naira around now. So we need them to do that. The banks must be regulated. MFLA or whoever is there, they must say every bank must be able to let your card go through. Okay? Some banks like Wema and UBA will let you use 20,000. Okay? As in 20,000 Naira worth of Naira for dollars. They have certain amounts. So please go to your bank, ask. If you don't ask, you won't know. You know what I'm saying? Christian Elvis, instead of you to be listening, you are saying I should go and have my medication. Listen, I make money. Please, skit makers. Do you know what the skit makers are doing? Many of the skit makers are doing what they call, I don't know what it's called, but you will understand what I'm saying, Freeze. And I want your freezers, your fans, the freezers. What should we call them? Should we call them the freezers or Daddy Freezers? Daddy Freezers. Oh yeah, listen to this carefully, guys. What the skit makers are doing. There are some Nigerians in America on the other side. They have an account. They help the skit makers monetize their skits, and they collect the money for them in dollars on the other side, and they get a percentage. So if you don't have PayPal of America or a bank account in America or an address in America, they do it for them. In other words, I want Daddy Shaggy, Money Daddy Shaggy, is that his name? Brother Shaggy and what they do, they have, I don't know that's what Shaggy is doing, but they have people on the other side who do this business and they get a percentage of it. But by the time these skits are hitting 50,000, 100,000, the kind of skits they do, you are talking about $10,000, $20,000. When you change $10,000, that's millions. Then they go and buy one Mercedes, they'll park it in front of a house and they'll show it to Instablog. They'll build a house. The same thing, Jasmine 93, UK, you guys can monetize. Twitter is giving you subscriptions now. What is subscriptions? Your favorite fans. You not gather them inside Twitter circle. You choose them, gather them inside, and you tell them to subscribe to your exclusive stuff. Whatever you are doing. Maybe it's food you are cooking, or maybe it's a G-store. You know what I'm saying? Guys, change your life. Don't fight for social media. Don't fight. Me, I don't fight, you know, to the point that I don't have time. You have to make money now. God make money. Don't sit down around waiting for any stupid government. So that's why we're going to fight in the government to tell Mr. Tinubu, Mr. President-elect, that he must change it. We cannot allow big platforms to be making money off Nigeria and not monetizing us. Freeze, let me tell you something real quick. this whole thing, we may blame it on Hush Puppy, we may blame it on Woodbury, we may blame it on the scammers, but we can't continue. Christopher Achebe, I know you're going to laugh. I'm actually on OnlyFans, though. But I'm not. I'm there.
I want us to talk about OnlyFans.
Let me tell you about OnlyFans. When you hear OnlyFans, you hear about sexy porn. That's what you hear, right? Let me tell you what I did. I joined OnlyFans. I haven't made one single post. I joined OnlyFans in 2020 because Cardi B joined. Cardi B joined OnlyFans. In OnlyFans, whatever you are doing there, they will pay to see you. In my own case, I wanted to try something. I wanted to be giving hot gists about Ashewo talk with celebrities. Sure, you know what I mean? Celebrity gist that is Ashewo talk. I wanted to be creative and be giving it in my OnlyFans, but people will have to pay me to